This video is about mindset. It's about how rich people think and why most people stay stuck, poor, frustrated, and helpless, not because they don't have money, but because they don't know how to think like rich people. Listen carefully. Your thoughts shape your life. If your thoughts are small, your life becomes small. If your thoughts are powerful, your life becomes unstoppable. You don't need a rich family. You don't need a degree. You don't need permission. But you do need a rich mindset. And that's exactly what this video will give you. Piece by piece. And the best part? You don't need money to think like the rich. You need clarity, courage, and discipline. If you truly watch this video till the end, not just listen, but feel it, you will walk away a different person, a better person, a stronger person. It will also improve your English, your confidence, and your future. So if you're serious about success and fluent English, subscribe to our channel right now. So let's begin. 1. Rich people set big goals. Now, listen very carefully. Poor people think in survival mode. They think like this. I just want to pay the bills. I just want to make it through this week. I just want a stable job, any job. I just want to not get fired. This kind of thinking sounds safe, but it is also small, weak, and limiting. It keeps you stuck in a small life. And the worst part? You don't even realize it. Rich people think differently. They don't set goals based on survival. They set goals based on transformation. They ask themselves, what kind of life do I really want? What would make me proud at the end of my life? What is the biggest thing I can build, become, or create in the next 10 years? Rich people set goals that feel scary, but exciting. They set goals that are so big, they force them to become someone better. And that's the secret. A small goal asks nothing from you. A big goal transforms you completely. Let's take a real-life example. Elon Musk. Did Elon say, I just want to build a small car company and survive? No. He said, I want to build electric cars and remove the world's need for oil. That's a massive world-changing goal. When people laughed at him, criticized him, doubted him, he kept going. Because his goal wasn't small, it was a mission. And today, Tesla is worth hundreds of billions. Why? Because Elon didn't think small. He set a big goal, and it pulled him forward even during the hardest moments. Most people don't set big goals for one reason. They are afraid. Afraid to fail. Afraid to look stupid. Afraid they're not good enough. Afraid of what others will say. So they shrink their dreams to match their fear. They aim lower and lower until they aim at nothing. But what they don't realize is, aiming low doesn't protect you. It destroys you slowly. If you keep setting small goals, your life becomes small. And one day, you wake up, full of regret. Because you never tried. When you set big goals, you wake up with energy. You work with purpose. You don't waste time on drama, distractions, or people who don't believe in you. You become focused, hungry, and alive. A big goal pulls the best out of you. It gives you a reason to grow, to improve, to learn, and to fight. Let me make it simple. A small goal equals, I want to earn enough to survive. A big goal equals, I want to earn enough to help others. A small goal equals, I want a job. A big goal equals, I want to build a business. A small goal equals, I want to lose weight. A big goal equals, I want to become the healthiest person in my family and inspire them. Small goals come from fear. Big goals come from vision. Right now, take a notebook and write this. If I was not afraid of anything, What would I really want to do in life? Write the answer, even if it feels crazy, big, or impossible. Then ask yourself, what's the smallest step I can take today to move toward that dream? That's how big dreams begin, not with magic, but with clarity and courage. If your goals don't scare you, they're not big enough. If your dreams don't excite you, you're not dreaming. You're just existing. Set a goal so big that it makes you grow into the kind of person you always wanted to be. One sentence that can change everything. Your life will never grow bigger than your goals. So if you want a rich life, you must begin by setting rich goals. Not tomorrow, not next year, now. 2. Rich people take full responsibility. It means one simple thing. Whatever happens in my life, I choose my response, I choose my actions, I choose my mindset, so my life is in my control. Responsibility does not mean everything is your fault. It means everything is your direction. Poor mindset says, why does this happen to me? I have bad luck. It's not my fault. Someone else should fix this. Rich mindset says, this happened. Now what can I do? What can I learn from this? How can I grow stronger? What action can I take right now? The poor mindset waits. The rich mindset moves. Let me explain something very important in simple English. When you blame others, you give them control. When you take responsibility, you take back power. If everything is someone else's fault, you become a victim. You stay weak. You stay stuck. You stay broken. But when you say, I can change my life, I can change my decisions, I can change my future, you become unstoppable. This is the mindset that builds millionaires, leaders, creators, and legends. Here's the truth. Most people blame everything. They blame the government, their parents, their boss, their past, their childhood, their partner, their friends, their city, their bad luck, their problems, their health, their mistakes. They blame the whole world, except the one person who can actually change everything. Themselves. Blame is comfortable. Responsibility is painful. But responsibility is the only path to growth. Imagine two people lose their job on the same day. Person A, poor mindset. Cries all day, blames their company, tells everyone life is unfair, feels like a victim, does nothing for months, becomes more negative, stays stuck. Person B, rich mindset, feels sad, that's normal. But after one day says, okay, what can I do now? Updates resume, learns new skills, applies for better opportunities, starts a side business, grows stronger, creates a better future. Same problem. Two different mindsets, two different destinies. One blame, one takes responsibility, one stays poor, one gets rich. When you take responsibility, something magical happens inside you. Your confidence grows, your energy gets stronger. You stop complaining, you stop waiting. You stop wasting time. You start acting. You start learning. You start improving. You start winning. Because the moment you say, my life is in my hands, your life finally begins. You will never build the life you want as long as you keep blaming the world for the one you have read that again. The biggest difference between rich and poor is ownership. Rich people say, if something is wrong, I'll fix it. Poor people say, if something is wrong, someone else should fix it. But here is the problem, that someone else never comes. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to solve your problems. No one is coming to push you. You are the one. There was a young man who came to a mentor and said, I failed in life. Nothing works for me. I have bad luck. The mentor took him outside to a garden. He pointed to a tree full of fruit and said, "Did this tree grow because someone sat near it and complained?" The young man said no. "Did this tree grow because someone blamed the weather, the soil, the world?" He said no. The mentor smiled and said, "This tree grew because it used everything it had: sun, rain, soil, hard times, good times, everything. It didn't wait for a perfect life. It created one." Then he said the most powerful thing: "Your life is the same." Growth comes from using what you have, not crying for what you don't. That moment changed the young man forever. He stopped blaming and started building, and his whole life transformed. When you take responsibility, your life changes in 4 ways. 1. You become emotionally strong. You stop breaking down so easily. You start handling problems like a leader. 2. You get massive clarity. Blame makes you blind. Responsibility makes you see solutions. 3. You improve faster. Because now you ask, what can I learn? What can I change? 4. You become respectable. People follow those who take ownership, not those who complain. Blame equals you stay stuck. Responsibility equals you grow. Blame equals you lose control. Responsibility equals you get power. Blame equals poor mindset. Responsibility equals rich mindset. I am responsible for my life. And that is my superpower. Say it again. Say it until you feel it. Because when you truly accept this, you stop being a victim and you start becoming a creator. Your future is not in the hands of your parents, society, boss, partner, or luck. Your future is in your hands. And the sooner you take responsibility, the faster you rise. 3. Rich people have self-discipline. Let's begin with a simple truth. Motivation gets you started, but self-discipline keeps you going. And this is what separates people who dream of success from people who create it. Rich people don't rely on motivation. They don't wait until they feel like it. They don't depend on mood, weather, or comfort. They wake up and they do the work, even when they don't feel like it. That is self-discipline, and that is why they win. Let's break it down in very simple English. Self-discipline means doing what you need to do when you don't feel like doing it, because you know it will create the life you want. It means controlling your mouth when you're angry, closing Instagram and opening your books, saying no to laziness and yes to progress, choosing long-term success over short-term pleasure, showing up every single day even when no one's watching. That's what rich people do. That's why they grow. That's why they become legends. Let's be brutally honest. Most people procrastinate everything. Quit after a few days. Make excuses daily. Blame their mood, their past, their energy, their phone. Say, I'll start tomorrow every day, and never start. This is not a discipline problem. It's a decision problem. Poor mindset decides based on feelings. Rich mindset decides based on goals. Self-discipline is not something you are born with. It's something you build. It's like a muscle in your brain. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. The more you ignore it, the weaker you stay. At first, it's hard. Very hard. But if you keep showing up day after day, eventually it becomes your power. And once you have it, no one can stop you. Example: Kobe Bryant was one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Do you know what made him great? Not just talent, not just luck, not just opportunities. It was his discipline. While others were sleeping, Kobe was training. While others were partying, Kobe was practicing. He once said, "I trained like I was number 2, even when the world called me number one. That's self-discipline. That's why he became a legend. He didn't wait to feel ready. He didn't chase comfort. He trained in pain. He trained in silence. He trained in the dark. So he could shine in the light. Let's talk about you now. Look at your phone screen time. 3 hours a day? 5 hours a day? 7 hours? Now imagine if you used even half that time to learn a skill, build your body, build your brain, build your dream, build your business, learn English fluently. You would become unrecognizable in 1 year, but that requires self-discipline. It means saying no to 3-hour scrolling sessions, waking up early, making a schedule, sticking to it, even when it's boring, even when no one is watching, even when it's hard. That's when you become powerful. That's when you leave average behind. That's when you step into a new life. Let's make it even easier. You want to get fit. Discipline is eating healthy when you want junk food. You want to become fluent in English. Discipline is practicing even on lazy days. You want to be rich. Discipline is saving money instead of buying useless stuff. You want to be successful. Discipline is working when others are sleeping. The poor wait to feel motivated. The rich act with discipline. Even when it's boring, even when it's silent, even when it's hard. That's why they win. Let's now turn this into action. Here are 5 steps to build unstoppable self-discipline. 1. Start with one thing. Don't try to change everything overnight. Pick one habit, just one. Example. I will wake up at 6:30 a.m. for 21 days. 2. Make it daily. Discipline is about daily action, not once a week. Every day. Consistency beats perfection. 3. Remove temptations. Delete distractions. Turn off notifications. Use apps that block other apps. Make the bad thing harder and the good thing easier. 4. Track your progress. Use a notebook or app cross off each successful day. When you see your streak growing, you'll want to protect it. 5. Don't break the chain. Tell yourself, I don't miss twice. 1 bad day? Okay. 2 bad days? Not allowed. Show up, even if it's small, even if it's just 1%. Protect the streak. Protect the habit. Success is boring. It's waking up when you're tired. It's working while others play. It's choosing water over soda. It's choosing studying over scrolling. It's saying no when everyone says yes. Success is not about feeling amazing. It's about doing the work even when you feel nothing. Discipline is doing what you hate, but doing it like you love it. Read that again and again, until it hits your soul. That's how rich people think. That's how they live. That's how they win. You can't control everything in life. You can't control the weather, the economy, your past, or other people. But you can control your actions. You can control your choices. You can control your habits. And that control, that discipline, is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. If you don't build it, you'll stay stuck forever. If you build it, nothing will stop you. 4. Rich people are obsessed with self-development. Repeat this out loud. The more I grow, the more my life grows. Now let's understand it deeply. Rich people are not just obsessed with money. They are obsessed with growth, with learning, with getting better every single day. Most people stop learning after school. Rich people never stop. They treat their mind like a treasure chest, and every day they fill it. That's why they stay ahead. That's why they win. Self-development means making your mind, your skills, your attitude, and your habits better every day. It means learning new things, reading great books, fixing bad habits, practicing new skills, listening to mentors, thinking about your thoughts, becoming stronger, smarter, wiser, choosing growth over comfort. It's not about being perfect. It's about improving, even 1% each day. Here's the sad reality. After school, they never read another book. After college, they stop learning. After getting a job, they stop growing. They watch 1,000 hours of Netflix, but 0 hours of learning anything useful. They upgrade their phone every year, but they never upgrade their mindset. That's why they stay stuck. That's why they feel bored, empty, and lost. Because if you stop growing, you start dying. Let's look at Warren Buffett, one of the richest people in the world. Do you know what he does most of the day? He reads. That's right. Warren Buffett reads for 5 to 6 hours every day. He once said, "Read 500 pages a day." That's how knowledge works. It builds up like compound interest. This is not a man in school. He's in his 90s, but he never stops developing himself because he knows your mind is your greatest asset. Not money, not property, not gold. Your mind. Let's be clear. Poor mindset says, learning is boring. I already know enough. Why read when I can relax? I don't have time for books. Self-help is a waste of time. Rich mindset says, every book makes me smarter. Every idea gives me power. Every skill opens new doors. Every new lesson makes me richer inside. If I'm not growing, I'm falling behind. That's why they invest in books, courses, mentorships, conferences, feedback, skills, journals, podcasts, audiobooks, English fluency, self-awareness, morning routines, time management, mental health, confidence, focus. They don't see it as extra. They see it as essential. Let's say you want to become fluent in English. Most people will. Say, I'll try later. Watch one YouTube video and give up, compare themselves to others. Feel embarrassed. Quit. But a rich mindset says, let me practice 30 minutes daily. Let me read one simple book this month. Let me speak out loud every morning. Let me fail and learn and grow. And over time, they get fluent. Not because they're smarter, but because they develop themselves. It's not a once-a-week activity. It's not a 30-day challenge. It's a daily choice. Will I grow today, or will I stay the same? You ask that every single morning, and you choose growth. Rich people know. Every day is a chance to sharpen their mind. Every experience is a chance to learn. Every mistake is a lesson in disguise. That's why they don't fear failure. They learn from it. They grow from it. They get stronger from it. Imagine your brain is a garden. If you plant good seeds, books, learning, reflection, beautiful things will grow. If you plant nothing, weeds will take over. Distractions, laziness, doubt, excuses. Your mind is always growing something. If you don't choose what it grows, life will choose for you, and it will not be good. So take control, plant wisely, stand in front of a mirror and ask yourself, am I better today than I was 1 year ago? Have I learned anything that made me stronger? Am I growing? Or am I just repeating the same life every day? If the answer is no or I don't know, then it's time to change everything. How to start your self-development journey. Read 10 pages a day. Pick a great book. Read just 10 pages daily. That's 300 pages per month. Practice one skill for 30 minutes daily. Want to learn English? Public speaking? Writing? Cooking? Practice 30 minutes. Without fail. Track your growth. Get a journal. Write what you learned today, what you struggled with, how you can improve tomorrow. Listen while you walk, Walk plus listen equals double growth. Use audio learning every day. Even 10 minutes counts. Surround yourself with growth. Your environment matters. Follow people who talk about growth. Unfollow those who waste your energy. Your outer life is a mirror of your inner development. If your life is messy, your mindset is weak. If your life is full of growth, your mind is powerful. So stop fixing the outside. Start fixing the inside. The greatest gift you will ever give yourself is the decision to never stop growing, because the world will keep changing. And only those who keep learning will keep winning. Read, think, grow, practice, study, reflect, repeat. That is the way of the rich. That is the way of the powerful. That is the way of those who refuse to stay the same. 5. Rich people manage their time extremely well. Let me begin with the truth that can shake your soul. Your time is your life. Every second that passes is not just a number on a clock. It's a piece of your life, gone forever. This is why rich people treat time like gold. Actually, more than gold. Because gold can be saved. Time can't. Once time is gone, you will never get it back. That's why rich people protect their time. Guard their time, invest their time. While poor people waste it without thinking. Managing time well means knowing what matters, giving time to the right things, avoiding time wasters, saying no to distractions, planning your day, sticking to your plan, using every minute like it matters, respecting time the same way you respect money. Let's be honest. Most people wake up late, scroll Instagram for hours, watch 4 episodes of a show in one sitting, say yes to everything, hang out with people who waste time, don't plan anything, don't finish what they start, say, I'll do it later until it's too late. And then they wonder why life feels out of control, why they are not successful, why nothing changes. The answer is simple. If you don't control your time will control you. Let me give you a simple but powerful example. Let's say both a poor person and a rich person have 24 hours in a day. But here's the difference. The poor person sleeps 9 hours, scrolls phone 3 hours, watches shows 2 hours, complains 1 hour, daydreams 1 hour, works only to survive, wastes 6 hours without awareness. The rich person sleeps 6 to 7 hours, plans their day in the morning, works on important things first, learns something new daily, delegates low-level tasks, sets time limits on distractions, reflects and improves each night. Same 24 hours, completely different results. Because rich people don't spend time, they invest it. Let's talk about your phone. It's a powerful tool, but it's also the biggest time thief in your life. Ask yourself, how many hours did I scroll today? How much of that time helped my future? How much did I waste just for momentary pleasure? You don't need to throw your phone away, but you need to control it, or it will control you. Most people think money is the most important thing, but that's wrong. Let me tell you something that can change your entire life. You can always make more money, but you can never make more time. A millionaire who is dying would trade all their money for 1 more healthy year of time. Think about that. Want to build a business? You need time. Want to get fit? You need time. Want to learn English fluently? You need time. Want to read books, grow smarter, build wealth? You need time. So if you waste time, you are throwing away the most important tool for success. That's why poor people stay poor. They don't understand the value of time. Let's learn something powerful. There are 2 ways to use time. Time spent versus time invested. Feels fun now, feels hard now. Feeds laziness, builds your future easy and addictive, requires discipline. Zero return, massive return. Examples of time spent: watching random videos, gossiping, complaining, doing things with no purpose. Examples of time invested: reading a book, practicing English, building a side hustle, creating content, exercising learning skills. Rich people choose time investment. Poor people choose time entertainment. And that's why their lives look so different. How to manage your time like the rich. Plan your day the night before. Before you sleep, write 3 things you must do tomorrow. This gives your brain direction. Use the 80-20 rule. 80% of your results come from 20% of your actions. Focus on what matters most. Example: don't waste 5 hours on emails. Spend 1 hour creating something valuable. Use time blocks. Set exact times for exact tasks, like 7 a.m. to 7:30. a.m. reading, 7:30 a.m. to 8. m. English practice, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. a.m. content creation, 9 o'clock to 9:30. a.m. messages, and so on. Protect your time like a warrior. Say no to random calls, meaningless chats, pointless meetings, people who waste your energy. Use deadlines. Parkinson's law. Work expands to fill the time you give it. If you give yourself 3 hours, it'll take 3. If you give 30 minutes, it'll take 30. Use shorter time limits and work with urgency. You can tell how successful a person will be by how they treat their free time. You are not behind in life because of your background, or your past, or your school, or your country, or your parents. You are behind because you're not managing your time like your life depends on it. But the good news, you can change that today. Right now, start planning, start focusing, start saying no, start choosing wisely, start treating time like treasure. Because one day, your time will run out, and all that will matter is what you did with it. 6. Rich people keep going through failure and setbacks. Everyone wants success, but only a few are willing to walk through the fire of failure. Failure is painful. Failure is lonely. Failure is embarrassing. Failure is heartbreaking. Failure makes you want to disappear. But here's the secret. Failure is the price of greatness, and rich people are willing to pay that price. Let's talk honestly. Most people can't handle failure. The moment they feel pain, rejection, or loss, they quit, cry, complain, blame, stop trying. Say, maybe it's not for me. Say, I'm just unlucky, and go back to their comfort zone. They give up on their dream after one storm. But here's the problem. Every great thing comes after the storm, and if you run away from failure, you will also run away from your dream. Rich people fail too. They lose, they break down, they cry, they get rejected, they feel defeated. But they don't stay down. They get back up, they learn, they try again, they change the strategy, not the dream. They see failure not as the end, but as a test A teacher, a part of the path. Failure means something didn't go as planned. You made a mistake, you got rejected, you fell down, you didn't win. Yet, but the rich mindset says, failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is the path to success. Thomas Edison, inventor of the light bulb, he failed over 1,000 times trying to create the light bulb. When someone asked, "Don't you feel like you wasted your time failing 1,000 times?" he said, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. I found 1,000 ways that didn't work." That's a rich mindset. J.K. Rowling, author of Harry Potter. She was broke, depressed, rejected by 12 publishers. They told her, "This story is nothing special." She kept going today. Her books are worth billions. All because she didn't give up after 12 failures. Jack Ma, founder of Alibaba, rejected from 30 jobs, failed his college entrance exam 3 times. Rejected by KFC, still built one of the biggest companies in China. He once said, "If you can't handle rejection, then your dream is too weak." Here's what rich people do when they fail. Pause and breathe. They don't panic. They pause. They don't scream. They reflect. Ask powerful questions. What went wrong? What can I learn? What should I do differently next time? Remember the dream. They remind themselves why they started. The dream stays bigger than the pain. Take the next step. They don't restart everything. They just take one step forward. Again, say this with me. Failure is my teacher. Every mistake helps me grow. I don't quit. I adapt. Setbacks are part of the climb. I fall, I rise, I conquer. These are not just words. These are the beliefs of the rich. This is the attitude that creates champions. If you fail your exam, don't say, "I'm stupid." Say, "I need to study better, I'll try again." If your business fails, don't say, "I'm not made for this." Say, "Now I know what doesn't work. I'll try smarter." If you're rejected, don't say, "I'm worthless." Say, "They didn't see my value, I'll improve and find better." The most successful people in the world are the ones who failed more than anyone else, but never gave up. You will fail, you will be rejected. You will feel pain. You will question everything. But when that moment comes, don't quit, because the dream is on the other side of failure. Cry if you must, rest if you must, but never give up, never stay down. Never let failure be your final story. You are not here to break. You are here to rise, and every failure is just one step closer to the life you were born to live. 7. Rich people do what they love and master it. Poor mindset. I just need any job. I'll do what everyone else is doing. As long as I get paid, it's fine. Work is work. Life is separate. Rich mindset. What am I naturally good at? What makes me feel alive? Can I turn my passion into a profession? If I love it, I'll work harder than anyone and become the best. That's the difference. Poor people do what they have to do. Rich people do what they were born to do. Let's break it down clearly. Doing what you love equals doing something that feels meaningful, exciting, and fulfilling, even when it's hard. It could be teaching, designing, painting, coding, speaking, writing, building, helping, fixing, leading, creating. And here's the secret. When you do something you love, and you become really good at it, people will pay you because the world always rewards excellence. Most people think doing what you love is risky. It's not realistic. It's just a hobby. No one gets rich doing what they love. But that's false. You don't get rich by doing what you love casually. You get rich by doing what you love seriously, with obsession, with discipline, with consistency, with the mindset, I will become the best at this. Let me show you the formula. Love plus daily practice plus relentless learning equals mastery. Mastery equals value, value equals wealth. So when you find something you love, don't treat it like a toy. Treat it like a mission. Wake up early for it. Stay up late for it. Study it, break it, rebuild it, share it, teach it, improve it, push it, polish it, perform it, over and over again, until you become so good that they can't ignore you. Mr. Beast, YouTuber, loved making videos at age 11. He didn't care about fame or money at first. He just studied YouTube every day. Today, he's one of the biggest creators in the world, worth hundreds of millions, because he didn't chase trends. He chased mastery in what he loved. Cristiano Ronaldo, footballer. He didn't just play football, he breathed it. He trained like a machine. He was obsessed. Now, he's one of the richest and most respected athletes ever. A love plus discipline equals rich mindset. Steve Jobs, Apple. Loved calligraphy, design, simplicity. Obsessed with how products feel in the hand. Turned his love into one of the biggest tech empires ever. Because they don't take themselves seriously. Believe passion can't pay bills. Fear judgment. Quit early. Get lazy. Get distracted. Choose comfort over mastery. So they live a double life. A job they hate. And a dream they never touched. This is the tragedy of the average. But it doesn't have to be your story. Ask yourself, what do I naturally enjoy doing, without anyone forcing me? What do I keep thinking about, even when I'm busy? Your mind whispers your calling. What would I do for free, but love to get paid for? What do people often ask me for help with? What makes me lose track of time? Flow equals love. How to master what you love. Pick one skill that excites you. Start small. Don't overthink. Just choose. Make a daily practice schedule. Even 30 minutes a day is powerful. Track your progress. Use a notebook. Log what you did today. Teach what you learn. Teaching makes you learn faster. Share on social media. Don't let pain kill your passion. It will get hard. You will doubt yourself. That's part of it. Keep going. Study the masters. Read their stories. Watch their process. Learn their failures. Turn it into value. Ask, how can I use this skill to help others? Value equals income. Let's say you love speaking. You're not fluent yet. You feel shy, but you love it. Here's what a rich mindset would do. Speak out loud every day. Record voice messages. Copy great speakers. Join speaking groups. Start a YouTube channel. Teach one phrase a day on Instagram. Create your own brand. Turn passion into power, not overnight. But with daily effort, you go from beginner to master. And that's the journey rich people take. Don't do what you love once in a while. Do what you love so seriously that the world has no choice but to pay you for it. Don't die with your gift still inside you. Don't silence your passion just to survive. Don't hide your talent just to fit in. If there's something you love, something that makes your heart beat faster, follow it with fire. Don't wait to be perfect, just start. And keep going. Because when you love something deeply, and you work on it daily, and you give it everything, it will reward you in ways money never could, and money will follow anyway. That's how rich people think. That's how rich people live. 8. Rich people master visualization. Let's begin with one of the most famous quotes in the world. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Albert Einstein. At first, it sounds strange. How can imagination be more powerful than facts? Here's the answer. Because knowledge tells you what was, but imagination tells you what can be. And rich people don't live in the world they see. They live in the world they are creating in their mind. Visualization means using your mind to see your future before it exists in real life. It's like a movie in your mind, a mental rehearsal. You see yourself winning. You feel the success. You hear the applause. You experience the life you want. In your head. Again and again and again. And something magical happens. Your brain starts to believe it's real. And when your brain believes it, your body follows. Your actions follow. Your habits change. Your mindset upgrades. Your future starts pulling you closer, like a magnet. Here's a secret. Everything in this world is created twice, first in the mind, then in reality. Every building, every invention, every business, every masterpiece, every goal, it all started as an image in someone's imagination. So if you're not imagining your future clearly, you are just reacting to life. You are following, not leading. But when you visualize like the rich, you become the architect of your own destiny. Muhammad Ali, boxing legend. He used to say, "I am the greatest, even before I knew I was." Before every fight, he visualized the arena, the cheers, his punches, his opponent falling, his hand being raised in victory. He saw it in his mind, over and over, until it became his reality. Jim Carrey, actor. Before he became famous, Jim Carrey wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered. He dated it for 5 years later and kept it in his wallet. Exactly 5 years later, he got a movie role that paid him $10 million. Coincidence? Or the power of visualization? Oprah Winfrey. She visualized her success every day, even when she was poor, unknown, and rejected. She saw herself, speaking to millions, inspiring people, owning a media empire. She said, "You become what you believe." Most people stay small because they only believe what they see. They look at their bank balance, family situation, past failures, current struggles, and they say, "This is my life. This is who I am." But rich people say, "This is where I am, not where I'm going." They don't get stuck in their current reality. They build a better one in their imagination and move toward it daily. How to visualize like the rich. Create a clear mental image. Close your eyes and imagine the life you want, the house you live in, the body you're proud of, the money you make, the people you love, the feeling of waking up free and fulfilled. Make the image vivid, full of color, emotion, sound. Practice daily, 5 minutes minimum. Do it every morning or night. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Watch your future unfold in your mind. Feel the emotion. Don't just see the dream. Feel it. Feel the joy. Feel the confidence. Feel the pride. Feel the peace. The brain doesn't know the difference between real and imagined. Emotion makes it real. Act like it's already happening. Walk like the future is yours. Speak like the dream is near. Work like success is waiting for you. This changes your energy. And energy is power. Let's be clear. Visualization is not dreaming on the couch. It's not wishing or waiting. It's mental preparation for action. You see it, you believe it, and then you work for it. Rich people don't visualize and sleep. They visualize and move. If you can't see it in your mind, you'll never build it in your life. And the opposite is also true. If you can see it in your mind and work for it every day, you will make it real. Your imagination is not a toy. It's a tool, a weapon, a portal to your highest self. Use it, don't waste it. Every morning, close your eyes and see your future. Feel the version of you who already made it. Feel the freedom, the confidence, the success. Walk into that image like it's already real. And then open your eyes and work like a warrior, because rich people understand. Everything you want in life, you must build in your mind first. Start now. Remember, nothing will change until your mindset changes. So stop waiting for the perfect day. Stop saying next year. Stop thinking someone will come and save you. You are the one. You are the only one who can build the life you want, and you already have what it takes. Now you have the blueprint. All you need to do now is act on it. Think like the rich, and become who you were always meant to be. If this video made you think differently, if you feel more powerful, more focused, more alive, if you believe you're ready to grow your mindset and your English at the same time, then subscribe. Because this channel is not just about videos. It's about your transformation, your fluency gym, your mindset toolbox, your daily motivation to rise above the noise and become unbreakable. New videos are coming that will change your thinking, your language, and your life forever. So hit subscribe, and let's keep building your future together. Thank you for watching. Now go do the work. You're ready.